Assalamu alaikum viewers. This is your host Sayyid Abid Hussaini from your favorite channel HB Academy for personal and professional development. As you know that we are having many series of videos which we are trying to reach out to you to assist you in doing many of your activities in routine life. One of the series which is going uh, on our channel is leadership. We have touched upon two of the traits of leadership. One was, if you remember, is that a leader is supposed to be a good communicator. Reason being that he has to talk, he has to keep on talking to uh, his his people who are following him, who are his team member or who is his followers. The second thing which is very important for leadership is this trustworthiness. Trustworthiness we have covered in our last video. Today we are going to talk about the listening skills, the willingness to listen to your team member, to your near and dears, to your people who you care, to people who are around you and who are supporting you and who you are supposed to help. So that team of people needs to be listened carefully. And how a leader can be a good listener? What is the importance of willingness to listen? This is the most underestimated area. We don't always not putting attention to it. So let's talk today about the listening skills. So, what is listening? Rather, active listening. As you know, if it is not an active listening, it will be just hearing, which we normally listen, and noises here and there. So, let's talk about what is active listening. You see, remember, it is a kind of way of listening and responding to another person. And if you are really listening and responding to other person, it will create a mutual understanding. And this understanding hopefully will help you to know the viewpoint of your team member, what exactly he or she is trying to say. And remember, it is possible that what he or she is talking, you don't agree to it. And in that case, despite that fact, if you respond after the active listening, and you build on your response on the basis of her or his viewpoint, the other person automatically will be feeling respected, because he or she will feel that you have listened, you have allowed him or her complete time to put forward his or her viewpoint. That way your stature as a leader or a manager or a head of the family or head of a group of of any kind will be improved, and that what is to reflect as a good leader. Remember, if you will be an active listener, it will help you to understand the viewpoint of other, and in turn it will build your respect and your trust in the eyes and heart of your team member. And that is what we are saying, that when it comes on active listening, this is the key to create the trustworthiness is to listen and listen actively. Now, the last and the most critical factor is how to be an active listener. Well, remember one thing, that it is tough to be an active listener. Why? Because remember, the way nowadays we carry on our affairs in our daily life, we are only hearing, we are not listening. We just find ourselves in a discussion where we are just hearing. So, what I am talking about is the active listening. And why I said that it is tough? Because it requires you to be more present, maintain the attentiveness, and to be engaged. And the last but the more important in active listening process is that you have to be an open minded person. You have to hold on to your own feeling, your own liking and disliking. You may be having kind of perceptions, kind of liking and disliking, but when it comes on listening to others, you have to listen attentively. You have to listen when you are engaged with them, and you have to listen with the open minded. So, what is engagement? You see, when we talk about engagement, it's not that you are just sitting with somebody and discussing. The idea is that if you are having a discussion with the real engagement, that time we are, in fact, uh, trying to be an active listener. So, what we need to do is that we need to maintain the eye contact with the person who you are talking to. You have to listen, and constantly you can keep nodding if you are really listening properly. And remember, don't do just nodding of your head if you are not listening actively, and if you are not understanding the viewpoint of the other person. And this is also happening. People are nodding the heads, but in fact their mind is wandering somewhere else. So the engagement which we is called upon in the active listening is that you have to listen to carefully. Your body stature must be right in front of the person who you are listening to, and this meeting you have to give the complete attention to him. The next point, which is very important and we always miss out on this, is that you have to be an open minded person. You see, as I mentioned, that it is possible that you are having set of your own understanding, your liking, disliking, and so on and so forth. But when it comes on dealing with people, once this comes on keeping relationship with others, you know if you are deciding upon something, so you have to sort of listen. You have to meet with people. I mean, there is no life without interactions and so on and so forth. So that point of time, when you are meeting with others, you have to hold on to your own liking and disliking. So just listen what somebody is talking, and remember, if you will be an attentive, an open minded, and really if you are keeping a feeling for others, and if you will give time to others to speak to you and you will listen to them, remember, it will help you to create a good rapport, good relationship, and end of the day the trust which we were talking about in our previous audio. This will help you to create the trustworthiness. Normally, what is happening is that people are not listening to each other properly. So let's practice. Please, let's pledge with me that next time around, if you encounter a situation where you have to listen to other, you are meeting with somebody, so you have to be an open-minded person. You have to be really engaging into the discussion. You will be really listening to other, and you will be an active listener, which will make you a good leader. And that is what is the call, and that is the main objective of our leadership skills videos, that we need good leaders. Remember, it's not the choice of that, no, I don't want to be a leader. You like it or not, you at times are leader. Whether you are a student, whether you are an employee, your employer, or you be part of any society in any of the role, at times you are the leader. People are looking at you, so try to be a good leader. I hope this 2 cent from HB Academy was worthwhile watching. So in the end, again the same request, I will ask all of you to please keep sharing our videos, which we have made it with the objective to keep some benefit to our listener. So keep watching, keep sharing, and keep subscribing our channel. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.